Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. We are running around since Friday, have not stopped. I just got here, it's already 12. This event starts at 5. I need to get 2 backdrops done. Jenny got here early, I think about 8, no, maybe 9 o'clock, and started working on the setup. I'll show you guys. But this is for my friend's mom's 60th birthday. We're so happy to host this for her, make her feel so special. So I'll show you what we're doing right now. The office, we have all the flowers done, as you can see. Then I have a backdrop to make. I'm gonna do the balloons. Someone left their shoe last night at from the event. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm gonna set up a huge backdrop here for pictures. Then Jenny is in here. She has set her mood, doesn't want the bright light. She's setting up all the tables. So I'll show you guys a bit of the table. Hopefully we're done in time to take pictures. So this is what the tables look like. We're going to put the centerpieces, and we have the champagne glasses on some of them. We need to get Sabi to come help, even with the charger plates and the plates, and where if you just put the napkins. Then we have the serpentine tables on both sides for family. So right here. Then I'm going to make the other backdrop here. So we have the 60. We'll get all that set up. I don't know if I should start with this one first or the one out there. Let me get the balloons inflated. So that is what we have going on. So get started on inflating some balloons. We're starting with dark blue. I wanted to show that so I don't forget the color. So I have dark blue, pale blue, gold, and white. So those are the colors we are working with. So Comfort's mom likes the color blue. We wanted to go with a light blue, white, and gold. But because of the backdrop, when I saw, I decided to add a little bit of another shade of blue just to add more depth to all the decor, because I felt like the white and pale blue was just so light, especially with the florals and everything. So initially I was going to go with a dusty blue, but then I changed to this dark blue to give it that depth of color. So I'm inflating the 11 inches and 16 inches, creating pairs of those. So 3 of those to form a cluster. Then I'm creating 6 balloons with just the 12 inches to add. So you can see where I'm combining those two to form a bigger cluster. Dorothy came to help me, so she's working on putting the backdrop together. The backdrop was a little tricky. It was really big and it did not have a seam at the top so we could put our crossbar. So what we decided to do is put our crossbar and create our own seam. Luckily, the print was good enough that even though we folded the top to create that seam, the backdrop was fine. So we used tape, taped it down. You can see on the left corner of the screen there where the crossbar is already through there. She put it through and she taped it down. So now we have a seam. She's just working on the uprights so that we can get it hung. It's a really big backdrop and Richard is helping her there hang it. I'm creating more clusters with the pale blue. Like I said, bigger clusters because of how big the backdrop is. I don't want my colors to get hidden in the whole design. I want each color to have a big statement. So first, creating balloons with 11 inches, 3 pairs, which means 6 balloons, putting that together. Then another 6 balloons with half 11 inches, the other half 16 inches. So then I combine those 2 clusters together to form my bigger cluster or my color block. I like this because with the backdrop this tall, I can have more of a dimension. It's not just a big clunk of balloons. You can see where, when we put it together, you see how it goes in and out, and you'll see where the balloons differ. And I like that design very much. So getting all the balloons inflated here, like I said, this was great to put together. I was so happy to decorate for this event because this lady is so selfless, so giving, and she has such a kind heart. It's my friend's mom, but just knowing her, she's someone who gives her all to anybody. And to be able to treat her at 60, I felt like I had to put in my best foot forward, of course, which I always do. But knowing her, I just knew we needed to do it extra special for her. So Sabi is bringing the rest of the balloons here, the gold and the white, so that we can put everything together, get all of it inflated. I'm designing 2 different backdrops. This is the backdrop that's going at the entrance for pictures when guests come into the hall. We're going to create another backdrop where she will sit. So it will be a mixture of florals and balloons. I'm not going to show that in this video because it'll make the video too long. So just subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video. I highly encourage you to subscribe to it. If you watched our previous video, we did a burgundy tone color. You can go back and watch that. But I used the similar flowers, just change the colors for this one. A lot of times I have a base with the white and I'll add color to whatever color scheme the customer picks. I'm inflating single gold balloons here. As you can see, these are going to be used for the backdrop that we're going to make inside the ballroom where she will sit. So stay tuned to see how I incorporate these single gold balloons into the design we're creating inside. So if you're not subscribed, again, make sure you click that subscribe button. And of course, if you like the video, to support even more, if you click that like button, I'll really appreciate it. And I thank you for being here. So back to our balloons for this design. We are inflating the white balloons, same method we did with the others. Oliver and Olivia are here as well because they're going to attend the party later on. We're all invited. You see, it was a busy weekend because after this event, we had to start setting up for a bigger event, bigger in terms of how much we had to prep to set up for. And I pretty much stayed here all night inflating balloons. And you see me in the video for that one still in my blue dress because this party we had to wear blue. So long story, I'll explain it in that other video. I'm in my party dress all night inflating balloons, but I'll save that for that video. So I'm creating filler clusters here that we're going to use to add that dimension to the backdrop. These are 5-inch balloons. We're creating 2 pairs. So 2 balloons, tie them together, then twist 2 of those together. So 4 balloons total for our filler balloons. And we're doing that in all colors we are using today so that we can add to the backdrop to create some dimension to our balloons. We have 2 balloon backdrops, like I said. Oliver and Olivia are back again. They're wanting balloons, and I never give them the balloons I'm inflating because I don't want them to be mistaken and end up using. So I had to tell him to go get my assorted pack so I could get them some balloons to play with. And of course, they get to pick the color they want, which is different so they don't mix and someone pops the other person's, or you know what I mean. So they each picked their color and I gave it back to them to return it. Dorothy is steaming the backdrop. When it came, it was pretty wrinkly. It's made of a tarp material, the tarp, not fabric or different materials. So it was so hard to get this off, but the steamer worked really, really well. She did an amazing job to get all those wrinkles off because we just thought to ourselves, this will not look good with all the wrinkles on it. And the camera, you don't really see, you might be able to see where she steamed already towards the left there by the 60, and the rest of it where it's not as shiny. So that's what she was working on there. I really appreciate her. She helped me so much, saved me a lot of time where I could just inflate the balloons and get going to create the backdrop. So onto all these filler balloons, we're pretty much done. We will start putting the garland together. You can see where there's a little space where the backdrop ends and where our upright is. So I'll show you guys where I put my 260Q to be able to attach the balloon so we can hide that gap on the backdrop. But we're inflating everything, and as we finish up, then you'll see Sabi is grabbing these balloons that I'm going to use inside the ballroom for the other backdrops, just so it's out of the way and we have just what is left to use here for this backdrop. Dorothy's over halfway done steaming, taking time to really get all those wrinkles out. And the backdrop got really wet as well. Of course, we're using a steamer on plastic. So once that was done, she had to now go back and try to wipe everything down, get all the water off. And then I was able to start setting up all these balloons. This was a very busy weekend. Took me about 5 days after this to really recover, but I was so thankful that I got everything done. She's wiping it down, and then I'll show you guys how I set up. If you look at the crossbar that's at the top, see where I'm tying the balloon? That's where you want to tie your 260Q. I'm not going in and out. Again, on this one, we cannot put balloons on the top. You could, but it's not as easy to put 260Qs to attach balloons. You could use tape, but because of how the backdrop was and we created our own seam, I decided not to put balloons at the top. First, I thought I would have to create a full arch all around, but I ended up not doing that because, of course, there's no way to attach the 260Q. So I'm creating a similar backdrop to what we did for the burgundy, gold, and white event, except in the colors for this event. And you can see where this backdrop has that dark blue, it has the light blue. She's wearing a gold outfit, and also we have the white. So first garland here, we put it together using the necks of the balloons, just tie it in. I had them not raise the backdrop all the way because I don't want to have to climb on a ladder. I end up doing so climbing on a chair eventually, but not as much because I put all my filler balloons first before I raise the backdrop all the way, so it saves me from going up and down. Next, we're going to put our other garland right there. Step back to see if it's equal heights to the other, and it wasn't. So I had to take it off the 260Q and re-put them on another balloon to adjust. When I record, sometimes it's hard to show you every angle because I'm rushing. Like I said, I got here about 12 and the event was starting at 5. My part was to do the backdrops while Jenny and everyone else was setting up other things and still helping me do these things as well. So now we have the filler balloons on. We can raise the backdrop to the desired height. I like making it where it barely touches the ground. So right there is perfect. We're just adjusting all the balloons to make sure that they are in the right position that we want them. Remember, I said we have another backdrop, so you need to stay tuned so you don't miss that video. A way to get notified is to click the notification bell once you subscribe so that you don't miss the video. It'll notify you when I post that video, and you'll see through the thumbnail, same color scheme when it pops up. We are adding that dark blue on the bottom just to add the color. This worked well, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think. The gold was starting to oxidize, so I'm going to show you the difference when I spray the balloon shine, and you can compare the difference. It's not very noticeable on camera. So have all that. Main thing here is adjusting all your balloons, stepping back as always to look at the design. You see better when you step back when you're designing. When you're so close and you just put it, it's hard to tell how things look, but you have to really take time and look back. And for this, I do want balloons in, out to create that dimension. I don't want a straight column. So making it organic here. Now adding our filler balloons to the dark blue, and then we're close to being done. I figured the gold stars I used in the other balloon, we would do a similar design. So I'm bringing that in to add to this to create that extra festive pop of color. So figuring out where exactly we want to place each one here, just going through, picking where I want them to be, looking through the design. I'm just creating more of a zigzag pattern here, I would say, so that it shines through. And I like the touch that this gold gives the full backdrop. This is why I bring a chair, because it's a final touch. So I couldn't really attach that at the beginning, adjusting the camera so you can see. And replacing things, again, when you step back, you see better. So last but not the least, our final star is up, and we are ready to move into the ballroom to create the backdrop where she sits. And that backdrop will be a combination of a floral arch, balloons, and drapes. So I'm looking forward to that. Now we're spraying on the balloon shine. You can see the difference it makes. I'm only putting that on the gold. Don't think the other colors need it. And then you see the difference of the pop that it gives. So we are all done here. This is what the backdrop looks like. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.